Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours sleep?
Tisn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis enough to make camp only when the need arises. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to...
'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master?
I'm nodding off where I stand. Is also taking a litter out. Lots to do. And precious little.
Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
It's a good time, this place.
My stomach's growling. Time for an early supper. My bed.
I'm not risking my life for a
I've the spirit of a woman half my age.
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off.
Look.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious rumor. Regarding the Queen Regent and an important personage, you mean? Indeed. Some suppose there is more to her relationship with this Batali dignitary than is publicly known.
What to do?
I can't wait to see what the day holds. Life can be tiring even if you
I'm always doing about a dozen things at once.
I see our goal has changed. I would not presume to direct our course, but do let me know if you require a guide. The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow. We must rest, though the sun is still up. I return safe and sound, and I dare say wiser for my travels.
'Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Shall we check our packs and be off? Ready to forge on?
Very well, but pray do not make me wait over long.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I bear word from Regent Ken Sven, Your Majesty. He espied the delivery of a suspicious package to a man named Allard. A minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's staunchest and most powerful allies in the palace. From the pains he took to remain on scene, 'tis plain that Allard wished this delivery kept away from prying eyes. That alone is reason to suspect a connection to Deeza's schemes. We must get to the bottom of it. The Regent Kin intends to call Allard to his chambers come nightfall. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, Your Majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the minister's chambers is open between midnight and dawn. Pray, use that time to infiltrate and uncover aught worthy of suspicion.
I vow to see this endeavor through to its end.
'Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace.
I'm dead on my feet after today's training. Lots to do, and precious little time.
I don't tell half as many lies as my parents.
What should I get up to today?
Now here's a welcome sight.
I'm not stopping. Seems my fingers getting warm recently. The room's at your neck.
Another moment.
Myself all day.
We're off to Vernworth Palace, then. Let us make for the palace, that you might... investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I'm afraid I cannot escort you beyond the castle entrance, Master. We will have to part ways till you emerge.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
What does such peace, strange...
Have no fear, Master.
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain, follow me! suggest you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
Let them talk. I'm too old to care. Not sure
Have you heard the news? The new recruits are to be sent out to Melve. Melve, I say! I'm not sure who gave the orders, but I'd like to know what they were thinking. Tis beyond my ken, I'll say that much.
As it should be. Tis no concern of ours. I wish the Minister would be more careful. He takes the sentinel posted outside his chambers with him everywhere. There are times when no one's standing watch there at all.
Aye, it happened just yesterday, in fact. Put me in the right state when I saw the door unguarded.
Do you recall that package from Batawa delivered to the Minister's chambers last week? Well, just between you and me, I blundered and nearly tipped the contents out onto the floor. You should have heard the chiding Allard gave me. He was so furious, you'd think I'd killed someone. Mark my words, there's more to that package than meets the eye.
You ought to be more prudent.
Would that all my days were so tranquil. Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. Such quietude is a blessing.
Naught compares to a real bow.
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Or perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just be his mother's puppet, but at least he knows what's good for him.
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers. I will return presently.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
Well, well. We meet again. Is this stealthy business becoming a habit of yours?
Oi! Who goes there? Who's there?
Tut, tut. Now, this just won't do. How's a lady supposed to work with all these interruptions?
Oh, 'tis you, Lady Wilhelmina.
Mm-hmm. Do excuse us. We thought to enjoy a little fresh air. Though we had hoped for slightly more privacy, if you catch my meaning.
Apologies, milady. But might I ask the name of your companion?
Are you sure it would be wise? Such knowledge has been known to cost a man his head.
Understood, milady. If anyone asks, I shall say I saw naught.
A narrow escape. You should count yourself lucky that he was so easily flustered. I don't appreciate having my motives questioned. I did as I saw fit. Need I say more? Something tells me this shan't be the last I see of you. Perhaps you'll be good enough to repay me when next we meet.
Wonder if anyone will notice if I stay here a bit.
Suppose I can always run.
When does my watch
My legs are stiff as boards after training.
wives are as discerning with time as with coin. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false... Sovereign.
Sometimes this is the only place I can find peace.
Done by dust. I've more time than I know how to spend. I've more time than I know how to spend.
I'm in fine fettle. Just another day, same as the one before it.
Look as long as you please. Not forgive me for last
Got
night's
nothing to fear if I keep my wits about me.
to now?
Welcome.
This can be a lonely life.
By your leave, Arisen.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal, a land with which Vermin has no official dealings at present. Let me see. It reads, "Pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, to be certain. Though, 'tis clear that the Queen Regent conspires with Batal. This does not bode well at all. Though the political situation is stable at present, much blood has been spilled between Vermund and its neighbor in the past. I fear such a partnership would only portend the drawing of more. At any rate, 'twould seem our search has led us to only more questions. Chief among them, what is meant by securing Melv and this God's way? I will investigate these matters as best I can. In the interim, Your Majesty, should you have time to spare, might you make for Melv? Only once we have gleaned a fragment of the Queen Regent's plot can we begin to thwart it. And ere it slips my mind, pray, take this. Perchance it will help speed you on your way to Melv.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Wonderful.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Got to try to enjoy life where and when I can.
Lots to do. I feel aside that one.
Busy out today.
Feel eyes on my back, watching me.
If I could, I'd never leave.
All this quiet makes me...
Shall we get some rest then?
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway? Shall we pay Miss Daphne another visit? I find myself wondering how the lass fares. Ah, yes, I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Can't put a price on peace and quiet.
It's one of life's great pleasures.
Fancy a look at my
No
wares?
shame in letting down your hair now and then.
Suits my feet.
Always looking to be.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Many thanks.
Our packs are heavier, and our purses far lighter.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
Oh, almost forgot. Can't leave things half done.
Dirt so far up my nails, I'm naked.
This isn't much to go on.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Add a change of art, eh? Will you be accompanying the ox cart in my stead? When you reach Melv, I'd also have you deliver this letter to one Sir Leonard. Splendid! I knew I was right to put my faith in you. Now, the carts only depart at certain hours of the day, but I find that time flies when I take a seat at the station to wait. And mind you don't forget to pay your way before you board. That's standard practice, and I would advise against trying any funny business. Each cart travels with an escort of trained soldiers, see? In case it encounters any monsters out on the road. So anyone thinking of riding for free will have to take the issue up with them. But enough of my lecturing. Just make sure that letter gets to Sir Leonard. Then come find me when the job's done. Oh, and I'll pay your fare this time, seeing as you're doing me a favour and all. Come find me when you've delivered that letter. I'll be waiting to hear from you.
This needs to be delivered. Shall we see it done?
This ox cart's bound for Melv. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due. Still too early.
It's enough to break any man's spirit, this.
Here already. Travelling by ox cart was a welcome change.
Mayhap we can employ a cart for our next journey.
Go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation and my love.
Lend me your aid.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. outside.
Show yourself!
'Twas a lesson in determination.
Somehow I knew you'd come. You have my gratitude as well, sir.
Ulrika, glad I am to see you unharmed. You must return to the village. Everyone is concerned for you.
Forgive me. I'd best go. But I shan't forget this. Thank you. Truly.
That wasn't the dragon, but a poor imitation of it. No wonder I feel so hollow. Tis a style all my own. A patchwork of techniques, honed for the sole purpose of slaying the dragon.
I am honored to be called to your side, Arisen.
I hope the weather holds. Haste makes waste, as they say.
I've been pretty kind to me.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
My legs are so hurried to
It's one of life's great pleasures.
What am I to do?
My
He
head
really ought to have
hurts just
returned by
thinking of...
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on end. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorry if I was in your way. Oh, no, I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't worry yourself on my account. I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little shop in Vernworth. So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. Made the journey all by myself as well, if you can believe it. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way, but what more can I do? What? You'd do that? You'd get the medicine for me? Suppose there's no harm in that, if you're really sure. Oh, sir, I'd be most grateful. Seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir, and...
We could make the fruit roborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in...
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roborant, are we? Always a pleasure.
We ought to bring this to the one expecting it.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit rubberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for us. He'll want to reward you proper like, I'll bet.
One could not have hoped for a gladder outcome.
Now this is a...
Errands are wearisome work indeed.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
I suppose 'tis so.
Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it. That place puts my ears split. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
I'll sleep soundly tonight.
Mayhap I ought to ask around town.
Fancy a look at my wares?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for it.
Well met. Pleasure doing business.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
Gold makes the world go round.
You have...
Wasn't sure we'd survive that, but here we are. My thanks for your efforts. What can I do for you? Ah, a letter from Lady Margaret, you say? It's a fair way you've come, then. My thanks. She's a kindly sort, I must say. We met when I worked with her husband, Sir Gregor, on one occasion. Now she's taken to inquiring after my health at the turn of every season.
Don't we have a report to make, Master? The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform Sir Donovan, Master? I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Hope to see you again.
My wares? And I shan't resist.
Lots to do. Precious been a hard day. I dare not showcase myself.
That's Alice Grouse. Time for an early supper.
requires ample stimulation. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
If you want my advice, heed no advice save your own.
Yes? Do we have business?
Mind, I have time for a citizen in need. Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. I got my hopes up for naught. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I've seen no sign of him since. I'd go and search for him myself, only... it is a dangerous place. Understand? I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now, would it? So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than I. Please, sir, I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for it. I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon's attack. I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then. My life's...
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread. As soon as my shift's done,
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
No challenge is beyond our combined might.
'Tis no great shock to me.
seems naught ever goes right. I don't like this place at all. This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he could.
A forgotten rift stone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond the rift.
There's no spice as savory as eating outdoors. Indeed. Here's hoping this remains our usual fare.
We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest. If you mean to find Sir Norbert, methinks I know where to look. I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
We're in your hands, sir.
We fight!
Let my magic grant you an elemental movement. Battle is best avoided.
You'll not live to regret this.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
I cannot fault your prowess. I can do no less of service to the wisdom. I shan't allow any further harm to you.
Know you of the brine? I'd thought I was done for.
It was a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me, Thanks, Ian.
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, all that matters is that you made it in time. Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. Let's return to the village, shall we? The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me. Let's be off then.
Keep your wits about you. We must not allow our charge to come to harm.
I'm just gonna have to live enough.
Knew I'd pull through in the end.
Seems to me we'll find some rare materials here.
Well, well, that's quite a discovery.
At once, Master.
It was a glad thing to find Sir Norbert in good health. Shall we get him back to Melve? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted, but I can rest after I've delivered these herbs. I'll be back soon.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous. What with the monsters acting strangely of late. And I was right. Mayhap none of this would have happened had I only gone with him. My brother is always the one taking the initiative, while I stand around with my hands in my pockets. But today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. We managed to save Norbert, and perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only... So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did. The letter has reached its recipient. Shall we inform?
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. The road ahead is long, Master. What are fairy stones for, if not times such as these?
I quite agree.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
shall return.
Hmm? Oh, 'tis you! You're the good sir who aided me in Melve. Thank you again, sir. You don't know how grateful I am to you.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again. Are you in the market for something in particular? Do come again.
How might I be of
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Always a pleasure.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
Have you come to be curious of while 'tis admirable to devote yourself, particularly if you are eligible for a special vocation? Here to for unseen opportunities of exciting potential. Always a pleasure.
Welcome.
Where to now? Got to sell off what I can while I'm in town.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll... At least I go knowing I fought to the best of my ability.
Interested in my wares?
This place is awful dull. can't complain, mate.
Puts me in the mood for a song and dance.
Oof, my back.
Wish I could go on an adventure.
Gotta crack a few skulls if you want to be top dog. Can't make a living if I get myself injured. I'm surrounded by whingers on all sides. Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work. This armored's seen better days. Want some in a real battle? I'll prove my worth.
You wish me to return? At once, Master.
Interested in my wares?
A well-organized pack is my specialty. I'll see to it your burdens are shared between us pawns.
My talents lie in combining materials, and I'll use those in my possession to craft things for you.
You can count on me to fly to your aid in your hour of need, Master. Knowing when to use curatives is my specialty. I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor...
'Tis a pleasure to meet you.
Take me as your shield, Arisen. Upon my fighter's pride, no foe shall harm you. If we share our strengths, we can begin formulating a strategy that...
Interested in my wares?
All this hustle and bustle puts me
Always
right
the same.
at home.
This might be worth a read.
Let's have a look then.
Come take a look. You'll be glad you did. Do come again. Fancy a look at my wares?
Where was I found again? Need anything?
A tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Here's hoping this season yields more than the last.
A treasure chest. Shall we see if we can't make our way over to it?
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir. I'm not taking any passengers just...
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only by the sun's light.
This ox cart's bound. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Polishing my armor can wait till the morn.
I can.
You dare!
This is beyond
Fine, stand the cart, all of you.
This is not right.
Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements.
Oh, I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
No one can defend themselves when grappled like this!
I knew you would prevail, monster.
I dare say the original would have defeated this lot without it.
Outstanding!
You are in need of healing. Allow me. Wait a moment. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Harkness, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness.
must needs be done.
What in the world?
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Time is light.
Your magics have faded and must be recast. A meager challenge if I ever saw one. This'll be over in moments.
Right you are.
You dare incite my wrath? Shall not acquiesce to this vast quandary. Where are you going? Find myself hard pressed to respond.
I'll gather this. It might be of use.
Very well. I shall return.
Those recruits don't know pommel from point.
Suppose I'd best get to work.
'Twill take a better mind than mine to solve this. If I sleep on my woes,
Well, hello there, sir. What can I... Oh, there's always demand for weapons. Particularly near the border, where quarrels occur every other day. Do come again? Well met, sir. How's the day treating you then?
Day of rest.
Interested in my wares?
Some of us get complacent. I'm about ready to force it.
Anyone give
I end up feeling weary even after a day of rest.
It's this way.
Wish I'd been born a nobleman, son.
They won't soon forget.
Suppose I'll check.
Just another way to save your own skin.
I swear I've not blinked once.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth. I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
going to regret that. You'll not live to regret this.
It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Focus. The battle continues.
Well said.
That's it!
Might as well while you're here, eh?
I'm dead on my feet.
Well met, son. How might I be of service?
I'm not sure what to do.
Good day, sir.
Gotta earn all the gold I can while I'm here. I've little enough gold to spend as 'tis.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
What to make of this?
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers...
Ah, you've returned. How did you fare on the journey to Melv? Splendid! You've been an immense help, I must. The cart reached its destination safe and sound, and from the tell of it, you even rid the road of a few monsters. You've certainly earned a reward, my friend. Here you are.
Ox carts seem a convenient choice for longer journeys. I see no harm in making use of them as needed, Master.
You have my support.
Bit bland.
Lots to do. Lots to do. Got to try and stay away.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
Feeling rested, I trust?
No shortage of easy marks.
What rank's that fellow? I've clean forgotten.
Lots to do, and lots of time.
I've trained for this. Need to polish up my gear for tomorrow.
Do. How precious little time.
Would that I ne'er had to leave.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
This headache's driving me up the wall, Tiz.
Tis just another day, same as the one afore it.
My head hurts just thinking about it.
It's just life.
I must confess, what to do? What to do? Hoy, Arisen! Say, have you heard about the state of the river? Do you know the river close by the church? Well, it's come to be full of muck and filth and all sorts. That's a problem for the church, as it draws from the river to make holy water. The water's so filthy that it's going to take twice the amount of gold ore to purify it. I was thinking you could help the priests by finding some gold ore. After all, it wouldn't be good for anyone if the church ran out of holy water. I was hoping you'd say that. Thanks ever so much. I'll help too. I'll look for gold ore every place I can think of.
Now we seek gold ore. Though 'tis sold in shops, mining some ourselves might prove the better choice.
Right you are.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me. I fear
This is generally used as a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
I must confess, I'm rather lost. My head hurts just thinking about
I can make
it.
no sense of this.
What should I do?
If we mean to mine gold ore, I know just the place. I can guide you to the vicinity of our destination, Master.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Many customers with decent coin of late.
I will use this opportunity to gather my strength.
Cleaning before I'm too tired.
To neglect my ledger, best to keep a record.
Well met, sir. sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
Should I get up
Sworn I
today?
had aught to attend to.
I could use a little
Best
time
make
to write
haste,
in
else
the
I'll
day.
be at this all night. Welcome!
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Hope I'm not getting in anyone's way. What is life
Best
without
get
a
to
bit of
cleaning before
spice?
I'm too tired. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares
Be in the mood for a song, it does.
Got to sweep and
where
dust
was I
before I
headed?
think of supper.
Got to make a list of the things I'm running low on. Welcome!
I'm in fine fettle today.
Tis me they come to see really.
All this hustle and bustle puts me
These
right
bows
at
can't keep up.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Lots to do,
Fine
and
wares
precious little
all.
time.
To keep my arms strong and my mind
A
sharp.
tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Seems I've caught
Welcome.
someone's eye.
I'm dead on my feet.
To keep my
I've
arms
much to
strong
do yet.
and my mind sharp.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Crowns and politics are no
Welcome.
concern of mine.
Where to now?
Now, where was I headed?
I've the spirit of a woman half my age.
Welcome!
Seems I've caught
Lots to
someone's
do,
eye.
and precious little time.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Well met,
Let's head
sir.
to
I can make some
Fancy a
decent
gander?
coin. Fine wares all.
There's no shame in living life for its pleasures.
A tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
I know every face here.
To keep my arms strong and my mind sharp. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
A tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Best head to market before it slips my mind. Every new meeting is an adventure in itself.
Well
Tad
met,
rowdy,
sir.
but I shan't
Fancy a
complain.
gander? Fine wares all.
Could have sworn I ought to attend to.
New day beckons. Life's best taken at a leisurely pace.
What should I get up to today?
Where to now?
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine
I'm
wares
not getting in anyone's way. I may preferably from this.
to keep my
A
arms
tad
strong
rowdy,
and my mind sharp.
I'm in fine fettle today.
Well met, sir. Fancy a
Pleasant
gander?
breeze.
Fine wares all. Might try my hand at a new
A
trade.
tad rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Could use a bit of fun to brighten my day.
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all. What's life without a
Could
bit
have
of
sworn I ought to attend to.
Lots to do.
Oh, good to see everyone in such fine spirits.
Welcome! Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Puts me in the mood for a song.
Got to sweep and dust before I think of supper.
Welcome!
A song,
Seems like I'm spending more
There's
than
no
I'm
shame
making.
in living life for its pleasures. I know every face here.
I'm in fine
Welcome.
fettle today.
I'm not sure what got me out of bed at this hour. Hope I'm not getting in anyone's way.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Could have
Welcome.
sworn I ought to attend to.
Tis me they come to see really.
Best make haste, else I'll be at this all night.
Oh, what a pleasant breeze.
Well met, sir.
For a song,
Fancy
it
a gander?
does.
Fine wares all.
What is life without a little spice?
Might try my hand at a new trade.
Hope I'm not
Ought to
getting in
sing off
anyone's
what I
way.
can while I'm in town.
Could have sworn I
Well
ought to
met,
attend to.
sir. Fancy a gander?
Life's best taken at a
Fine
leisurely
wares
pace.
all. Wonder if today's the day I
Got to
get
make
swept
room
off
for
my
election.
feet.
This hustle
didn't leave the pot on to boil. Well met, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares.
All this hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest.
I know every face here.
Welcome.
Mayhap if I hang about, someone will buy it.
What is life without a little
All
spice?
that effort and scarce any
I
coin
know
to show
every
for it.
face here.
Sworn I had not to attempt it. Where to now?
Seems I've caught someone's eye.
Well met, sir. Fancy a
Pleasant
gander?
breeze.
Fine
Tad
wares.
rowdy, but I shan't complain.
Now, where was I headed?
Best get to cleaning before I'm too tired.
Pleasant breeze.
Well met, sir.
Sworn I had not
Fancy
to
a
attempt
gander?
it.
Fine wares all.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
Got to keep my arms strong and my mind sharp.
Could use a bit of fun to brighten my day.
Puts me in the mood for a song of cuss.
Welcome.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
What's life without a bit of fun?
Crowns and politics are no concern of mine.
What should I get up to today?
Well met, sir. Fancy a gander?
Tad
Fine
rowdy,
wares
but
all.
I can't complain.
Got to find out what this town needs and sell it.
What is life without a little spice?
Got to make room for my next shed.
I know
Well
every
met,
face
sir.
here.
Today,
Fancy a gander?
Fine
Seems I'm not the
wares
only
all.
one who's too busy to rest.
I'm not sure what
All
we'll
this
get
hustle
at
and
this
bustle
hour.
puts me right at home.
Like the spirit of a woman last
song
night.
it has.
Well met, sir. Cleaning before I'm too tired. Fine wares
Not a
all.
care in the world,
Could use
just
a
as
bit
it
of fun
should
to
be.
brighten my day. I know every face here.
Got to press on.
Now, where
There's
was I
much
headed?
needs doing. Welcome.
I'll see how far my
A tad
talent.
rowdy, but I can't complain.
I know every face here.
What should I get up to?
Welcome.
I'm not sure what got me out of bed at this hour. There'll be a few heavy purses about today.
Seems I'm not the only one who's
Lots
too
to
busy
do.
to rest.
Precious little time.
Lots to do, and precious little time.
I'm not getting in anyone's way.
Welcome.
Where to now?
This hustle and bustle puts me right at home.
What is life without a little spice?
Best get to cleaning
Sweet
before I'm
with
too
dust.
tired, sir. Fancy a gander? Fine wares all.
Got to try to enjoy my place. Stop complaining. I'll have an early supper.
I'm in fine fettle today.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Only care I have is how to spend the day.
Troops don't know pommel from
Nodding
point.
off where I stand.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side.
Very well. I shall return. A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Ah, our errand is nearly done, and not a moment too soon.
We need only pass our burden into the hands that await it.
I suppose 'tis so. Oh, I'd not have thought we'd find one here.
A splendid discovery.
Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Pray, allow me to open yon chest.
Very useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
But not at the expense of my due polish up my gear tomorrow.
This town must have.
What to do?
Tip my got to try stay awake.
Not being as I could be without today's training.
Got to press on. There's much needs doing.
Boots laced, belt strapped.
I've been
ready
on my...
It seems we already possess what's required of us.
Would that all my days were so...
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment. I don't feel safe here.
Let me get that.
Always good for a laugh.
What should I do? Boy, Arisen! Have you found any gold ore yet? Wow! This'll be plenty, I reckon. Thank you ever so much. Listen, I was talking to the priests, and apparently our troubles aren't over yet. Would you be willing to lend us a hand again, Arisen? Just one more time? Thanks. So, remember how I told you about the river by the church getting all mucky? Well, the grown-ups are saying it's gotten worse. Now lots of people who live nearby are falling sick. The priests have been treating everyone as best they can, but there's nowhere near enough medicine to go round. I want to help them, but I'm not sure what I can do. Apart from ask you, that is. Would you bring us some more medicine, Arisen? Oh, thanks, Arisen. Well, I'll talk to the priests in the meantime, see if there's anything useful I can do.
Now, we've need of medicine. We can purchase it at shops or make some ourselves by combining the ingredients.
Understood.
Would that I could count courage among my virtues.
I'll have an early supper.
Dreadful road course goes awry.
Only through
I'm in no hurry to leave.
What should I get up to today?
I like to come here when I need a minute to think.
I find that eternal
The rules at your left.
My ledger.
Oh dear.
Let's take it easy today. My lips are acting up.
Not a care in the world, just as it should
Fancy a look at my wares?
Lots to do. Have a precious little time. Wonder how much I'll sell today.
What was it I had to do?
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? Stop by again soon.
Our coin reserves are much depleted after that indulgence.
We've adjusted. Journey to prepare for, after all. We can't afford to cut corners.
Might as well take a look while you're here. Many thanks.
Need any? Let's take it easy today. My lips are acting up.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Such quietude is a blessing.
It's just another day, same as the one afore.
I fear this trial is too much. Hoy, Arisen! Have you brought any medicine with you? Now that's just splendid! Oh, thank you, Arisen. This should be plenty. I'll take it.
It's a goodly deed we've done, aiding the sick. I only... I hope our efforts go a ways toward improving life in the slums.
Right you are.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me. I fear this trial is too much.
It strikes me that we have not visited Melv for some time. Shall we stop by and see how its people fare of late? I can guide you there, if you wish.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
Maybe I'll keep right here.
Suppose I'd best be heading home.
Time to be heading.
How can he be so cold? Where are we to go if not our own homes?
Well met. This here's the... I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Well, I never... Well met. I assume you'll be starting off with a mug of the good stuff. Many thanks.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Sets my foot stands on answers.
All this while you've given me a little back. Hoy! How do you do?
Here's a familiar face. Oh. Who are you again?
I must confess, I'm rather lost. I fear this trial is too much for one such as me. I can make no sense of it.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
Let us take care when and how we put them to use.
Got any good stories to share?
You're always good for a laugh.
Until he's here.
Suppose I'd best be heading home.
Oh, sir, if you please. Pray, excuse my boldness, sir. I am but a humble maid in service to a noble household. Might I beg a moment of your time? My master is in need of aid, you see, and I'm hoping you'll consider offering your assistance. Oh, thank you, sir. You cannot imagine my relief. Might we continue this conversation somewhere more discreet? The matter it concerns is rather sensitive, and I would not risk being overheard. You will find my master's manor in the noble quarter. Pray, meet me there at your earliest convenience.
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale. I must be vigilant. The townspeople depend on us.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Something good will come of today.
Days like this make me glad to be alive. Wonder if anyone on that team stay here with me.
At your neck.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you. Have you found any of the items we discussed? Perchance. Do come again.
Look as long as you please.
Yes, Master.
Wait to see what the day holds.
Wonder if there's any easy work.
Not without its charms.
Terrible.
I'm tired. So
Something good will
tired.
come of today.
Is
I
there
just
no
know it.
escape?
Now here's a welcome sight.
Shall we get some rest then?
Our adventure continues.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour.
My head will roll if aught goes awry.
A tad rowdy, but I can't complain.
What I need are customers who stop by regularly.
I find them in turn blessed be
I've trained for this, so I'm as
well met,
Everyone's as tired as I am. I've not trained for this.
Idleness is a luxury I can rarely afford.
Shall we visit the manor as the maid bid? Very well. I'll guide you there directly.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Might have a little kip. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Mustn't they burn?
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Ahem. Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid. Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
As the Arisen commands, so must we abide. Show some haste.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I wouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come.
Won't someone do aught about this?
What am I to do? How are things?
Sometimes I wonder if I'd be better off a hermit. I'll treat myself to a tickle before bed.
I swear I've not blinked once in the last
Grant us thy blessings.
All the best tales come from travellers at the inn.
I didn't tell half as many lies as my parents.
There's all watching me. I'd swear it.
Moment I lay down my guard, I'm done.
Where's my comb? My fur's in a right state.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
I'd not come here by choice.
It's been a hard
I don't
day.
like it here. I want to go home.
No one's coming to my aid.
I must confess, I'm rather lost.
I'm quite sure I wasn't dreaming. But ox carts don't run so late at night. Was it a phantom then? I shudder to think.
I fear this trial is too much.
Hi, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by so I could thank you again for all your help. You wanted to ask me? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Aye, I'm well enough, thank you.
Very well. I shall return.
There's no telling. It's just another day.
Why's my
Same as the one afore it.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Nodded off for a moment there.
Grant us thy blessings.
The hours seem to fly, and I could use a bit of excitement in my life.
Where to now?
You're fool enough to fall for it. Shame on you.
I'm the predicament. I've more time than I know how to spend.
I shall wait.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. She was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey. The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? Let's see. What else must I bring? Ah, I almost forgot. In that goes.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Hope this job plays out better than the last.
If 'twere up to me, one day I'm going to have proper raiment.
Have we purchased all that we require? We ought to review the contents of our packs, just to be sure.
We've got goblins! We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Let my magic grant you an elemental boost.
We are to retreat, then?
Let us defer to the Arisen's judgment.
I suppose 'tis so.
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
A good meal makes one appreciate those 'tis shared with.
I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travails seem like trifles.
I fear I must stray from the thread of our conversation to tell you. Often we call on you to carry the burdens we cannot. I must thank you. Your toil keeps me light on my feet.
Nicely done.
I merely did as duty demands.
Splendid.
Sleep magic!
Reinforcements? Would that we had such resources. was outstanding, if I do say so myself.
Once more!
I fear I shall lose sight of you if you go much further. One Wakestone shard is a mere rock, but combined they can work miracles.
We ought to keep it with care, lest we lose it.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Here we go again.
If we must, let us finish this quickly.
By your leave. It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies.
It is a pleasure to meet you.
Feast your eyes on this.
Then I shall remain by your side.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe, well and true.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Your magical aid has dissipated. Pray cast it anew. This creature is hard as stone, making it ideal for tossing at our other foes.
Well done. I will use this opportunity to gather my strength.
Cut that out, will ye?
Got to crack a few skulls if you want to be top dog.
An impressive view. We can infer much of the lay of the land from here.
'Twould be a good place to take stock of our surroundings.
'Tis as you say.
Let's be ready to give the signal.
Very well. I shall return.
Oi! What are you playing at?
What say we get some rest? I'm not sure I could face a trek with my belly so full.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind? We must not let down the line. My knowledge from other worlds tells me that a forgotten riftstone lies near here. Shall I lead the way? Let my magic imbue your weapon with the fury of the elements. shall remain by your side.
You'll not live to regret this. Alex, this battle is not yet done.
The sky is radiant this night. I feel at peace to gaze upon it.
'Tis as you say. Seems our foe has recognized our victory.
It's the mark of a champion to convey destruction.
Focus. The battle continues.
Splendid.
my best to match your skill, Master.
Keep your eyes peeled as we cross.
It seems safe enough, at least.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any use.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I shall do as you say.
I'll gut you and feed you your entrails.
Very well. I shall return.
Ah, I'll take that. We might find out. I grant you roaring flame.
The Griffin comes.
Fire will be defective against its foe.
rush headlong into battle. Let us watch our bow carefully and turn out their strategy. To make the most of this opportunity.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this.
Now, our master beckons.
By your leave.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase? Much obliged, sir.
I do so enjoy stocking up on supplies.
I hope our coin purse isn't too much lighter. It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Our master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey.
Master, my heart knows no greater peace than when I am by your side.
Let me get that.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel.
They can be most convenient, though they travel only during the day.
Goblins, master!
Caution would be wise, but we ought not let it halt us in our course.
I grant you fire's blaze. Use it well.
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
I shan't let them harm you. It was excellent. I could have done no better.
Perhaps you'd like to take care of the remainder.
Splendid.
I thank you. It is a great kindness you've shown me.
In another world, I learned that a forgotten riftstone lies nearby. Shall I escort you there, Master? I shall remain by your side.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
You'll want to remove that slime, and soon.
Count upon my aid. All this fuss over a moment's incaution. It shan't happen again. We'll never get anywhere if all we do is rest.
It is enough to make camp only when we realize it.
One might confidently call that a resounding victory. We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
Now, what might that be?
We ought to take a closer look. Ah, now here's a surprise.
At least all our efforts weren't for naught. Huh. I'll have to remember to tell my own master about this.
Seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind? At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows. Right you are.
Today we are focused. I'll not be cowed by the likes of you. Trusting me, How does that look?
By your command, Arisen.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
It seems we have enraged our foe. Might we not use their rage to our advantage?
Very well.
I sustain your Very well. I shall return.
Could you come over here?
Aught fell from the beast as it breathed its last. It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind? We've got goblins!
Cannot be too careful.
Then
I shall remain by your side.
Feast your eyes on this. A bit early to be thankful. The enemy is remained.
Well said. Oh, what does this say? Shall we take a closer look? The day grows darker with our every step.
Ears pricked. It will be difficult to pinpoint distant foes by sight alone.
I shall do as you say. This foe is women as a moth to a flame. Such single-mindedness makes our enemy difficult, but not necessarily easier to counter. Our foe has been thrown off balance. There is no better time to strike.
The moment of victory is at hand. Let us finish this. I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
It is a very worthy occasion. Say our best. Here, an enchantment of cold to freeze our foes.
Right, I've got a grip on our foe.
Lightning strike. Avoid flame at any cost. You have been doused in oil.
Feast your eyes on this.
So close, a call offers no solace in victory.
We were overconfident in our abilities. It's a painful reminder that fortune will not always favour us.
Nicely done.
Perhaps you'd like to take care of the remainder.
Well said. Well, we've eaten our fill. What say we settle our stomachs with a few hours' sleep?
I know precisely when a curative...
It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
Many thanks.
Now, while the odds is low.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
Let my magic grant you an immense.
We'd best prepare ourselves for a prolonged battle. This foe boasts stamina in excess.
There is no cause for reckless action. We need only meet resistance.
Feast your eyes on this.
When embraced, this creature is capable of a calamitous strength. We will not provoke it.
Then we best fell it quickly, or else wait till its fury subsides. Find an opportunity to retreat. I say we take it. It is hardly cowardice if no hope of victory.
I know not what to say.
Pass thy mare. Strike now.
Its heart is most vulnerable.
That means getting within range of its maw. The easier.
Fall back, and I will heal you with my magic. Wait. Thank you for healing me, Prison. Miscalculated. Do not give up hope. Help will come. Very well. I shall return.
be a weapon with the fury of the elements.
Very well. I shall return. Master, watch out!
Can't be.
This foe is nigh unstoppable when 'tis wrong. We must do all we can to prevent it from losing its temper. How are we meant to attack it without conquering it? Get on! I shall propel you into the air.
Master, you're to quit the field ere the opportunity follows. When our curatives run out, we're done for.
I know not what to say.
Now.
Focus your attack on its heart. Oh, no, but it can't be done. Then I shall remain by your side.
If you want to live, you've got to fight for each other.
I hope you weren't expecting mercy.
Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Was a trial indeed, but one we surpassed with skill.
Fortune favors us, 'twould seem.
well. I shall return.
Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind?
No one can defend themselves when tackled like this.
You'll not live to regret this.
A fine place to harvest some ingredients.
I'd say.
Naught like a feast to get you ready for bed.
I quite agree. Best we recuperate our strength before we set off again.
We did a fair bit of shopping the other day, didn't we? Though I do wonder how much of it was necessary.
Never mind. We'll make it work.